Day 5 of our road trip got off to a little bit of a rough start when one of the straps that was holding down our tent snapped and went flying down the road. Thankfully, we had an extra and was able to temporarily fix it, but I swear this cover has given me so much anxiety on this trip. But that wasn't going to stop us from having a great day exploring Yellowstone National Park. We started our day early as always to check out Mammoth Terraces and the west side of the park. The Mammoth Hot Spring area of the park was so cool and felt like you were on another planet, so we definitely enjoyed this little walk, especially because we got here early and there wasn't too many crowds and the temperatures were still a little cooler. And it was so interesting to think about how all these terraces were formed and to see all the textures and the colors and the minerals. Like I said before, it is just completely otherworldly. Then on our way to the Grand Canyon of the Yellowstone area, we saw a ton of people on the side of the road, so we pulled over to see what they were all looking at. And I was so excited because it was an animal I've never seen in the wild before, and that's a grizzly bear. People were saying it was a mom with a couple cubs, and I was just so excited to see a new animal. But we made it over to the canyon, and our first stop was Artist Point to see this iconic view of the lower falls. There was a rainbow and everything, which made it even more special, and we decided to hike up the Canyon Rim South Trail to just get a better view of everything and to get a view of the upper falls. And this was just a nice little hike that wasn't too difficult but gave us tons of beautiful views of the canyon and the waterfalls. When we were done, we drove around to the brink of the lower falls, and here's what it looks like from the other side. I completely forgot to film on my way down, but here's the view. When we were done, we were hot and tired, so we took a quick break and grabbed some lunch, and then headed off to drive through the Lamar Valley section of the park. And I had no idea that the mountains were this big in Yellowstone. On our way through, we saw a black bear and her cub, and this was the only black bear sighting that we had on the trip. But like I was saying before, I had no idea Yellowstone was this diverse. The landscape kept changing as we drove through the valley, and Lamar Valley is known to be full of wildlife, and we saw thousands of bison. But we continued our drive all the way up to Cook City, Montana, where we were staying for the night. We had time to explore town, get some dinner, and get some rest before driving all the way back to Minnesota tomorrow.